We just watched Spider-Man: Brand New Day. It's a great movie that picks up where we left off in the MCU with Peter Parker slash Spider-Man, and from No Way Home, and we kind of get a start of where he's at and how he's guiding or going through his adult life. And like how the film kind of just shows us like he's still a mess and he's still dealing with a lot of the consequences that he basically put himself through in the Home trilogy. And we get a lot of special moments with different characters that pop up. Punisher being one of them. I think this movie really made Spider-Man and Punisher a very great duo, both comedically and just work a lot better. I think they even works better than Matt and Daredevil and Punisher. I'm really hoping that we get a lot more of it, and like going forward into either the Punisher show or more movies. But we had a great cast of characters, and a great story.
Okay, adding on to what you said, I do agree with you. The chemistry between Punisher and Spider-Man feels really good. It feels natural. It feels like a brother to brother, tough love type of thing, and it works great.
Yeah, I think that's a big strength for this movie. It really like brings a lot of the comedy, and you see the Punisher almost in a new light, where he's a very serious character, obviously with a lot of trauma in his past, and I think in this one you really see him like let loose. But I think it comes because of the relationship with Spider-Man, with Peter, because Spider-Man naturally is more comedic, and obviously seeing them bicker like that creates humor.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge positive in this movie. It's a huge aspect that adds a lot to the movie.
Yeah, a lot of the relationships in this film work a lot more, but I think it's because of how much this world is lived in. We've seen these characters literally go through high school. We saw Peter become an Avenger. We saw the construction of his character kind of done in reverse to other Spider-Man films. And I think this is a Spider-Man film that even if you watched it wasn't part of the MCU and you just watched it, it's a great film that, in my opinion, I feel can even rival some of the better Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, for me, I would say I rank it pretty high. I think as a whole, I would say it's probably a better movie than a No Way Home, which is to me probably was the best Marvel MCU Spider-Man movie that we had seen. Just because I think as a whole, storyline wise, because obviously in a lot of ways No Way Home was a homage, and this one as a like concise, focused story, I think it works better. And obviously we see Peter dealing with more things, and it feels more like a modern Spider-Man movie rather than like an origin story, which is kind of what I felt like the Home trilogy was.
Well, the other three movies were most like creating this Peter Parker more mature, more analytical, more thinking of what to do instead of just doing it without thinking of consequences. You see him in this film where he knows that every action he does is going to have some kind of consequences based on the past.
He learned from his mistakes from the past.
With the part with Aunt May where she died because of his actions he did. He learns from that he doesn't want to damage anybody else in this new time, I guess, universe for him, because remember from the previous one where he had to erase everybody's memory. Now it's like a fresh new start for him, and for everybody else, he doesn't want to repeat what he did in those films.
Yeah, exactly. And to me, it's a really strong Spider-Man movie. I think I would probably say I think it's in consideration in terms of being the best MCU Spider-Man movie that we've seen. It's one of the best Spider-Man movies we've seen, period. But it's a really good one.
What helps that a lot actually is that if you don't watch the other MCU Spider-Man films, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And you're not reliant on having, I have to see these in order to understand this. It's a standalone film, basically.
Yeah, it really stands on its own.
Yeah. And
it's obviously amplified by the Home trilogy, but you don't have to see it.
You don't have to.
I'm excited to see where they're going to take it going forward, because Spider-Man is Marvel's bread and butter, and there's plenty of stories to tell with that character. And I really am excited to see if they're going to give our Peter Parker, our MCU Spider-Man, his own Goblin, a different relationship that he grows into, separate from MJ. Because I feel that in this new trilogy, we kind of have to grow him more as a character and do different things that some other Spider-Man films didn't do. Especially if they are planning to do some sort of like a reboot. I want there to be an end to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, or at least one where we know from beginning to end, like, this is the story, and this is the best. This is his end game moment.
I would say that the future looks really bright for Spider-Man and MCU at the moment. I don't know if they're gonna make a trilogy like they did with the previous film, but I do have high hopes they do something good with him. I'm not sure if he's gonna make an appearance in the upcoming Avenger Doomsday, but I'm more than confident he's gonna appear in Secret Wars.
Yeah, I mean, they did set up a couple things, and obviously the way this feels like the beginning of a new trilogy, a new era for Spider-Man. So I think there's a lot of exciting things coming for him in this universe. And yeah, without getting into too many specifics with spoilers, there's definitely some intrigue, especially on the Peter Parker side, of where this can go. But yeah, I think it's very interesting where they can go from here.
So, have you guys seen the movie? Let us know your thoughts and where you think the MCU is going to go forward with Spider-Man and the Avengers, and any other thoughts you might have. And we'll see you on the next one.